don't know why I choose to do this stuff. Like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm in a full face of makeup. That is great. Perfect. So I start off my brows filling as usual using my regular brow routine. And to conceal my brows, I think I'm going to go in with my Ultimate Face Professional palette. And I'm going to use this color right here just to carve out my brows and set my base. Top of this base is the color Dark Horse in the Smashbox palette, the brown color right here, and that is going to go at the very top of our lid as our transition color. The next color we're going to be adding is the color Throwback, and that's the red color right here, and that's going to be going right under the brown into our crease. For my red shade, I'm going to use NYX's Liquid Suede, dab a little bit on the back of my hand and apply it. Kind of like I'm doing a half cut crease, but we're going to cut it and then put a wing underneath it. So I'm going to show you how I do that. After the lipstick's been dried down, I'm going to be taking BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil, and I'm going to be using their color Red, and I'm going to pack that in the same area that I just applied the lipstick with a denser packing brush. Next, we're going to take the same red shade from Smashbox and the same red shade from BH Cosmetics, mix them together, and blend them on top of the red liner. So with the wet baby wipe, I went out and I wiped off all of the concealer that was underneath the red liner so that we can start to carve out our brow. I'm going to be using the lightest shade, or the third to lightest shade in the Ultimate Face Professional palette, and we're just going to start to carve out under that wing and make it really, really sharp. And then we're going to blend it down without leaving too much product under so that we can do our liner. Set the white space on our lids, I'm going to be using the same palette from Smashbox and the color Relaxed, and another dense packing brush. Just pat it on our lid and get ready for liner. For liner, I'm going to be using e.l.f.'s Jet Black eyeliner, going back to the basics. I'm going to make a thick and dramatic wing that lines up to the tip of where my red line stops. Once you've got some thick liner on, it is time for glue and glitter. I'm going to be using the color Mrs. Claus, and this is from an Instagram brand called Wildflower Cosmetics. They're a very small Instagram brand, but they make amazing glitters. My first time shopping there, I bought 7 glitters, and it only came to about like $5, so that says a lot. So we're going to add our glue to our liner and then stick on our glitter with a small liner brush. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. I would do this section by section because the glue does tend to dry pretty quickly. Like I won't do both eyes at a time. I would just do one eye or a part of one eye and then stick your glitter on and then do the other eye. So I added some really big fluffy lashes, and now I'm ready to do my skin. So I'm using the Revolution Stick Foundation in the color F15, and I'm just going to swipe that on my face, so right under my eyes, two on my cheeks, one on my chin, on my neck and on my lips, and 2 swipes on my forehead. And I feel like a little goes a long way with this one. It looks like a lot, but it's not really. It's a very oily foundation, so it sets really nicely with all the powders that we're going to use next. To blend it out, I'm going to use a flat top kabuki brush, wet it a little bit, and then get to blending. For concealer, I'm using a mix of Wet n Wild's Deep Cocoa and Warm Tan. I'm gonna set Deep Cocoa all under my eyes first, and then go in with Warm Tan to highlight. To bake, I'm going to be using Absolutely New York's baking powder in the color Brightening Banana and a dry beauty blender to set it, but not for too long, just really quickly so everything can blend in together. I filled in my waterline with e.l.f.'s Charcoal Black Eyeliner, and then I'm going to smoke out my bottom waterline using the brown and the red that we used at the top of my crease, but now on the bottom. Next up is bronzer, and for that I'm using the Butter Bronzer in the color Endless Summer, and I'm going to put that in all the usual places that you would usually bronze, like the top of my forehead, my cheekbones, under my chin, and my nose. To contour, I'm using the Absolute New York Strobing and Shading Palette, and I'm going to be using the color Truffle in the middle, which is the darkest shade, and I'm going to contour. With a large fan brush, I'm dipping back into the BH Cosmetics red, and I'm going to use that on top of my contour to give my contour kind of like a reddish hue, so it is cohesive with everything else. For blush, I'm going to be using the Revolution Reloaded shade, and I'm taking this peachy coral shade to kind of represent a little bit of redness that we have going on in the face. So I'm just going to take that with a powder brush and dab it onto the apples of my cheeks and the temples of my forehead. I sprayed my face down with some homemade rose water, and now it's time for highlighter. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Glow Kit, which is my fave, and I'm going to be using the colors Amber Gold and Hot Sand on my nose and every other place that you usually highlight. For lips, I took a regular brown lip liner and overlined my lips, and I'm going to pair it with Sleek Makeup's Major Matte lipstick in the color Fired Up. Perfect. And I'm just going to go over my lips, and then I'm going to pair it with Berry and Juicy's lip gloss in the color Cherry Compote. Okay, so while I was doing my lips, I got bored and went a little overboard with glitter, and I decided to add a cute little red heart to the side of my face. So I feel like this look has kind of changed from like devil to like Cupid, but I'm gonna change this in my costume, and I'll be right back until we can look at the final look. Okay, well here's our final look, our devil slash cupid makeup look. Hopefully I can get one more makeup look up before the end of Halloween, but it was cool to try something different. So in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, leave some comments, and let me know what you'd like to see next time. Bye!